can I, pretty please, show you a still of season 2?
Fine. Just because you asked really nicely and said pretty please.
Pretty please, because I literally lost my shit just now. Let me show the camera first. This is what
Hello? Okay, how'd she get that? That's the one that...
I don't think it's any particular sword that we've seen yet.
Oh.
But...
It's good. It's good. It's good. I'm excited.
Have we seen a woman wield a sword?
Not in this series. Since Brienne.
Brienne and Arya.
Oh,
yeah. That's it.
True. What's Arya's a sword?
You leave Neil alone. Up there. Oh, this is a still from a promo, and
it looks really good. I'm excited. I'm really excited. But I'm almost done with this summary, so just let me finish it up.
The gay is thriving right now.
The gay is thriving. A woman with a sword? Hello? Hello?
Okay.
Uh-oh. It started.
Oh no!
I drank caffeine!
Oh, fuck. Did you drink the rest of it?
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I told her to only have a little bit of it.
Okay, here's the thing. It was only a little bit. There was not that much left. Uh-oh, I'm talking really fast!
Oh, this is gonna be so good.
Okay.
This is gonna be great.
Hold on. I'm almost done.
No, you're good. I'm just getting all of my things in order. It's a twisty.
Good.
I learned my lesson. It's a twisty.
After 10 episodes?
We've recorded more than that. Do we have all those episodes? Maybe not. But... oh god, I've caffeinated it.
Hello?
You're literally vibrating on a different frequency, okay?
Uh-oh.
Okay, how did we start recording in the middle? Don't wrestle right now.
Oh no.
I love you, and I love that you love each other, but please don't wrestle right now. Okay, thank you. Jesus.
Oh no. I think. We can hear that.
You absolutely can.
Huh?
You absolutely can.
Definitely that.
Okay. Are we good? Are we done? Can we be done? No? Go?
I got it, actually.
Thank you. I wish that was on camera. But...
Sweetie.
Are you choking to death? Go do it quieter over there. Thank you. You go over there too. Thank you. I love you. You're beautiful and wonderful. But goddamn. Okay.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. I'm Margot.
And I'm Sierra.
And this is Fire
And Blood.
and Booze. Hello.
Oh god.
Same night as last episode, except I'm caffeinated.
If you see us in the same outfit of the last video, no you didn't.
What are we drinking today?
The same thing we were drinking the last time.
Cheers.
It is Prickly Pear Western Sun Vodka and Simply Seltzers and Seagram Seltzers.
Great. Cheers. My little baby half shot.
Okay.
Great.
And I'm the one that has to work tomorrow.
Ha.
Ha. It's fine.
I have to spend time with my whole entire family tomorrow.
Oh. So today we are talking about episode 8 of season 1 of House of the Dragon.
Woohoo!
And with our summary, it's me because I wrote it and I shortened things. And she's going to read it as it is if I give her this notebook.
Yeah. What is it called? What is this episode called?
Oh.
It's okay. I'll cut it out.
Insert title here.
Nope. I won't.
I will.
Okay.
Our episode summary is as follows. We open to see Rhaenys on the Driftwood throne as Aemond... Nope. Cut.
Take two.
Clap louder. There we go. We open to see Rhaenys on the Driftwood throne as Corlys is sailing back from the Stepstones injured. Aemond begins to plead his succession to Rhaenys and later to the court in King's Landing. Rhaenyra has remained on Dragonstone with her growing family until the news of the succession reaches her, after which the family sails to King's Landing. Reunions are had between Rhaenyra and Aemond, with Viserys and Alicent, who they haven't seen in years. Otto begins to hear claims before Viserys enters and reiterates. I feel like I should read a little bit more than I wrote there.
Okay.
Clap. Otto begins to hear succession claims in the throne room before Viserys enters and reiterates to the crowd that Rhaenyra and her children's claims are legitimate. Aemond is killed for speaking against the princess. Viserys calls a family dinner that includes some reforming of relationships and some more fracturing. We end with drugged up Viserys telling Alicent the prophecy, thinking that it is Rhaenyra, which she misinterprets just before he dies later that night.
We'll get to that.
We'll get to that.
Jesus Christ. Okay, we're gonna go through the episode. I just want to start out with every episode. The first time I watched it, up until this point, I was like, I thought Viserys was going to be dead or die that episode. So
Yeah.
it got to this point, I'm like, how is he still alive? Another time jump, 6 years, and this man's still alive? Damn.
I think I even said to you at the beginning of the season, like, don't plan on seeing him for a while because he dies early on in the story. And they dragged his ass through 8 episodes. I was shocked. I was like, man, this guy is still just clinging to life.
Tis.
This is a 6-year time jump.
Yep.
Episodes 8, 9, and 10 all happen within days of each other.
Damn, okay, yeah.
So that's fun. I love the opening aerial shot of Dragonstone. Like just getting to see the full island, the full castle that we haven't really seen before. We've seen bits and pieces, but we haven't seen like the whole thing, which I thought was really cool. We see Daemon harvesting eggs from Syrax's clutch.
Yes.
Yes.
They mentioned something in the behind the scenes that I kind of didn't even think of. It's kind of supposed to be a nod that he is setting up for a dragon war. They call it like a little hobby of his that he is collecting dragons to later on fight in a dragon war. I didn't even think about that.
I will mention that in our episode 6 recap, I had a brief snafu. I was wrong about something.
Whoa.
And one of Syrax's eggs is going to make me wrong in the future. I'm not going to tell you more than that because you don't want to know. So
Okay. Period.
He gets a letter from his daughter Bela.
Mm.
And Jace is learning High Valyrian.
That was cute.
It was very cute. And he wants so badly to get it right.
Yeah.
He's really trying real hard.
He knows that he is next in line to the throne after Rhaenyra.
Yeah.
So he wants to be ready.
Yeah. He wants to be seen as legitimate as he possibly can be.
Yes.
Despite,
everything that makes him not legitimate.
Yeah. Uh-huh. I also like to note that the Red Keep is utterly dead. No one is there to greet the prince and princess when they arrive. Not outside, not in the halls. Just dead.
Yeah. They also, in the behind the scenes, they wanted the Red Keep, King's Landing, to seem darker, less lifeless after 6 years of Alicent basically ruling.
Yeah.
So that makes sense.
Yeah. It's very depressing though.
Yeah.
It's like if you compare the opening scene in season 1 to this, it's like it was very bright and vibrant and lots of people milling around doing different things. And then you cut to this scene, it's like, damn, where is everyone?
Where is everyone? It was probably intentional to make them seem less than.
Yeah.
As well.
I have actually a note about that because one of the Kingsguard comes into the council meeting that they're having and tells Otto that their guests are here and they were greeted as instructed.
Yeah, I thought that was funny.
Which, was it Aemond or Vaemond, or was it Rhaenyra that was greeted as instructed, because they kind of arrive around the same time? So
I think it was Rhaenyra and Daemon.
I definitely think it was. I definitely think he told everybody to steer clear of the entrance.
Yes.
Because he's a petty bitch and I hate him.
Yeah, he was.
My next note is that Sir Eric and Sir Auric are fine. They're the tall
I know
kings.
who they are.
They're fine.
That's very interesting.
Love that.
You can think that.
I shall. Thank you.
You're welcome.
My next note is half-dead Viserys.
Oh my god. He looked crazy.
As Rhaenyra and Daemon are coming to visit him for the first time in years.
Yeah, that was heartbreaking.
He's literally laying in bed half dead.
Oh, he looked bad.
Yeah.
It definitely got bad. It's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. Whatever. Fucking all cars on my street. I also love that in the scene we get to meet Rhaenyra and Daemon's kids, which is cute because one of them's Viserys.
Yes.
Adorable.
And the other one's Aegon.
Yes.
Why do they name him Aegon when there's already Aegon in Alicent's family? I don't understand. Like, I know the significance for the plot, like, as from like a writer's standpoint, but why did Daemon and Rhaenyra name him Aegon?
I have two things about this.
Okay.
One of them is, in the book, it is considered a slight. Like, Rhaenyra slighting Alicent because her children aren't full Targaryens.
Okay.
To be named Aegon, so she names her full-blooded Targaryen son Aegon.
Gotcha.
Like, he's the better one because he's 100% Targaryen. Also, why in the original Game of Thrones series would Rhaegar have named another one of his sons the same name as one of his other sons?
Wait, really?
Why was Jon Snow's, like, birth name Aegon? He already had an Aegon.
Did he really? I didn't know he already had an Aegon.
Yes! What kind of shit is that?
That is called poor planning on the writer's part.
Yes. Yes, it is. Anyhow, do you have any notes on the scene with Diana, where Alicent is called in to deal with this maid that has been assaulted? Let's be honest.
That was a really sad scene, and it sounded. I was noticing Olivia as she was acting. It like sounded monotonous and routine. So this is not the first time she has given this entire speech.
Definitely not.
It seemed orchestrated. Like the maid came in with the tea. She already had the drink ready and prepared. Like, she's done this before many times.
Yeah.
And she's tired of it.
But I do think that she feels for Diana
Oh, for sure.
as, like, being taken advantage of by somebody in power.
Yeah, absolutely. But you can just tell
She's
Aegon
been
is
through this.
a bitch.
Yes. What is my next note?
My next note that I've written down
Mm-hmm.
is not until the dinner scene.
Ooh.
Yeah. But
Okay.
I still probably have thoughts, so keep on saying things.
Yeah, I'll keep going. The probably only time I'm gonna say this is poor Aegon.
Okay.
When Alicent slaps him and says, "You are no son of mine."
Yeah, Alicent likes slapping her children.
Him specifically.
Yeah. I mean,
Fair. But, like, also you made him this way.
exactly. I think she thinks, how did my children end up this way? But they all are fucked. So, like...
Did you raise your child? No. He has been raised by Kingsguard and maids who just let him do whatever because he's higher in station than them. Yeah. So, like, girl, you can't blame him for being the way that he is because you let him be like that.
Yep.
And honestly, things could have been so much better if she had just raised him decently.
Interesting.
In the show, at least. In the book, they're all very cunty.
Okay.
Which is funny, because my next note is cunty convo with Rhaenyra, Daemon, and Alicent.
Okay.
Which is in Viserys' room. And Daemon and Rhaenyra are sitting in there, and Alicent comes in, and they just have this very, verbal sparring match.
Yep. I always love their verbal sparring matches. They're all, like, very, like...
But it's also so low key.
Exactly. They're all like trying to remain professional, but then just
Yeah.
like jab them every now and then in like a passive aggressive tone. It's fun. It's fun.
We also get to see Rhaenyra's scar from the last time that they met that she covers.
Yep.
She's like, no, we're not going to talk about that.
Yep.
Well, Luke and Jace see adult Aemond and his bestie Cole training in the yard,
Yeah.
which I thought was very cute.
It was very cute.
Because I just like seeing the sibling relationship between those two. Because Luke is like, they're staring at us, like, they know
Jace
who
is
we
like-
are. And Jace is like, okay, and? Like,
let's act goofy.
Yeah. Like, this is our home.
Yeah.
We are heirs to the throne. Like, they can get fucked.
I also noticed in this scene that they're wearing Targaryen colors now
Yes.
instead of Valerian.
Yes, they are. And they wear them for the rest of ever.
Are you proud of me?
I am very proud of you. Oh, I discovered that there is a costuming book for Game of Thrones for all 8 seasons, and I want it so bad.
Why do you not have it?
I just learned about it like yesterday. All right, like the shipping
yeah.
update. All
That's
right.
the ship.
I also noted that it was super suspicious that Vaemond was having a private meeting in the council chamber with the Hand and the Queen. Why is he the only one having this conversation of succession when the whole council should be there?
Interesting. Maybe he just was like, I would like a private council with the Hightowers or something.
Maybe. Fun fact, when he is walking into the Red Keep, he is escorted by Hightower guards.
Interesting.
So that already places Hightower soldiers at the Red Keep for the events to come.
Interesting.
Sounds like a
Little hint for the future season.
Our next scene is... I'm saying a lot of ums.
It's okay.
I'm sorry. That's fine. I
burped over your I burped over your
Thank you. I'll leave that one in this time.
Okay.
Our next scene is Rhaenyra and Rhaenys talking in front of the weirwood tree.
Okay. Oh, and then Rhaenyra brings Rhaena, right?
Yes.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Rhaenyra, Rhaenys, Rhaena.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
So Rhaenyra brings Rhaenys' grandchild to kind of soften a little blow.
Yeah. And it's basically trying to use her as a bargaining chip because the only thing that she really has to bargain with, like we saw in the last episode, episode 6, is the marriage of her children is really the only thing that she has to bargain with, and she offers them up again.
Yep.
She's, in episode 6, she's like, let us marry my sons to, or marry Jace to Helena.
Yeah.
Allison doesn't go for it.
No.
This episode, she's like, let us marry my sons to your granddaughters. Like, this is all I have to offer, bro. Please, somebody take me up on it.
She's literally like desperate. She's all about like loyalty and like, you said this, blah, 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 blah. And you'll see that more a little bit later on in this episode.
Yes.
And we'll talk about it then.
I noted that Rhaenyra was very wise in this episode and is clearly driven by the prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
We see a lot of her in the next 2 episodes that she's in, this one and episode 10, being driven by the prophecy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, she's bringing up to Viserys, like, this weight is so heavy. Do you genuinely, truly believe in this prophecy? Like, is that my end goal?
Mm-hmm.
Because if it's not, if you don't actually believe in that, this is too much.
Yeah. Well, I think that prophecy is the whole reason why she agreed to be the next heir of the throne.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think it's very, very important for her.
Yeah.
And that it is actually true and she's not doing all this for nothing.
Yes. She very genuinely believes in it.
Mm-hmm.
And I love that. I also love the shot of the throne. As you can see, it is so much bigger than it was in Game of Thrones.
Yes.
And how they whittled it down to be
manageable.
Yeah.
And that it wouldn't literally kill the king.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Still, but it's still very sharp. Like, on the handles and things.
But like,
But it's definitely more manageable.
I would say it's never like really mentioned in Game of Thrones. Like, no one ever gets hurt by that throne.
Mm-mm. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
I don't love that flavor, so I'm just trying to get through it.
Oh, really?
That's the original lemon, yeah.
Oh, why'd you... I could have drinking them.
Because I only had one of them, and that's for a reason. We also see Rhaenyra wearing Targaryen colors because she's been living with Rhaenyra and Daemon.
Okay, I noticed that on this episode because Bela is with Rhaenys, her grandmother.
And she wears Velaryon colors.
And she wears Velaryon colors. I didn't know they were separated. That's so sad until I watched this episode.
Yeah, it is kind of sad, but also they're really close.
Yeah, that's fair.
In, proximity, so they can see each other when they want to.
Fair.
My next note is just Aegon being a twat. A lot of my notes for the next couple of episodes are just so-and-so being a twat.
Yeah.
So.
Fair. That's fair. Oh, I wanted to mention this at the beginning. Why did they move to Dragonstone? Like, that just seems like the worst political move ever.
Or really, it was just to get away from the gossip and the rumors. Like, so they didn't have to hear it. Obviously, it's still happening. But, like, they didn't have to be in the presence of the shit talking 24 hours a day.
They knew at some point Viserys would die.
Yes.
And that it would be so much harder if they were not physically there. Like, I just don't think that it was a good move at all. And then we'll talk about this a little bit later, but they keep on going back to Dragonstone in a time where I'm like, you need to stay in the capital. You need to stay at the Red Keep. Because this is stupid otherwise.
To be fair, the ancestral seat of Targaryen is Dragonstone.
I know, but like,
and
it's not where the ruling it happens.
It's not, but previously, the heir to the throne would take up the seat of Dragonstone and rule from there. Like, imagine Dragonstone as its own bit of land with its own ruler, like the Starks or the Baratheons. Like, that's their bit of land that they rule over. To give them kind of a taste of ruling while still being close enough to the capital to go back and forth.
Fair. Still think it was stupid because they knew what was gonna potentially happen when Viserys died.
For sure.
I still think it's stupid.
It's definitely stupid, but
they're
tradition
also
and all.
very like, we're full blood Targaryens. We did that old Valyrian wedding, so let's go back to our roots.
Yeah.
I can see it, but I'm like, it's still stupid.
Yeah.
Politically.
Yeah. It definitely would have been
strategically
easier if they were still in King's Landing when Viserys died.
Like, honestly, like, if they were in King's Landing, I don't think it would have happened the way it happened. It's a whatever. So cute.
What is happening over here?
I don't think you can hear it, though. I honestly noticed it before you...
Oh, didn't
Oh my goodness. Can you see this?
I love you too, son. Hi. Okay, go back to hanging out with your sister. Again with the
It's okay. I'll cut him out.
Damn it.
It's okay. Usually I say because I'm going through the scenes and now you're doing it.
Yeah. My next note is when we're in the throne room scene and then Viserys enters and it cuts to Otto and Alicent's faces and they're both like drop jaw, oh shit, like.
Well, let me give you some context for this. So the succession of Driftmark is under question. Rhaenyra thinks it should be her son, Lucius.
Lucerys? Luke.
I'm gonna say Lucerys. I like saying full names.
Okay.
Rhaenyra thinks it should be her son, Lucerys. Did I say it right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sick. Corlys has a brother who thinks it should be him since Rhaenyra's children are bastards. And then Rhaenys, Corlys' wife, thinks it should be her. So they're in the throne room trying to discuss the succession. Alicent and Otto think they're going to get their way because that's what they've been doing the last 6 years while Rhaenyra has been away and King Viserys has been sick.
Drugged.
Drugged.
Poisoned,
So true.
perhaps.
Drugged / poison / sick. So they obviously think they're going to get their way, and this is just kind of like a formality. So when King Viserys... Oh, this is after Rhaenyra has been pleading Viserys to stand up for her and her kids like he intends, or like he had intended prior. But every time Rhaenyra would talk to him about it, he would like be very sick and out of it. So she was very much, and the audience as well, was very much not going to rely on him. And then he kind of bust into the throne room, sick as fuck, honestly, but not drugged.
But not drugged.
And was like, I'm gonna do this my way. And everyone was gobsmacked. And it was amazing.
I love that for him. Hello, we're not
It
wrestling.
was a long contest.
We're not wrestling. Thank you. I love you. Hello. I hope the camera can see me being ridiculous.
Brief pause while this goes underway.
I do have a fun fact for you while the dog wrestling is happening.
Is this outside of the podcast?
It's related to the podcast, so yeah. Maybe they're done. Vaemond in the book is actually his nephew, not his brother.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Why'd they change it? It just kind of seems stupid.
Why do anybody change anything in adaptations? For the plot, I
For
guess.
the plot.
So
I don't see the difference though, to be honest.
I don't either. And lots of Corlys's nephews were like vying for the throne of Driftmark.
Oh,
At this
maybe
time.
that's why, just to compress it.
Maybe, yeah.
Mm.
Because they like all showed up to court and were like, I should have the throne.
That's so stupid.
It is what it is. We also don't see the twins' reaction to the proposal offered by Rhaenyra until Viserys is on the throne and is like, the only person that can speak for Lord Corlys is his wife. So what does she say?
Well, I want to go back a little bit. So when Rhaenyra and Rhaenys were talking, Rhaenys denies Rhaenyra's proclamation and was like, no, I'm still gonna advocate for myself to rule. And then Viserys walks in and then she just completely melts. Like, what happened there? What do you think her intentions were?
Honestly,
Like, why did she switch up like that?
hard to tell with her, but I also don't think that she saw it going her way if Viserys was there. Like, she could have argued with Alicent and Otto because, you know, Alicent's been ruling in her husband's stead, so why shouldn't Rhaenys?
That's such a good point.
So maybe she thought she could lean her own way until Viserys showed up and she was like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Him and his favorite child just stands no chance.
Yeah, their faces, Alicent and Otto's, looked so worried when he walked in, and then he
They
set
were
the
fucked.
bitches straight.
Yes. Half dead, but set the masses straight. I have a fun fact about him walking up to the throne, but I will finish what I was saying first.
Okay.
And it's that when the twins find out in that scene, they're kind of excited. Like, they're kind of happy. Like, they know these boys. They know that they're good people.
Yeah.
It's like it's a much better proposition for them than some random lord that they don't know and have never met.
Yeah.
So, like, they're like, thank God.
And also, like, especially during the dinner scene later on, they, like, are, both of them to, like, each other are giving each other looks.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not going to even try to say the names. It's going to take me a while. But, like, they're both, like, both of the couples are, like, giving each other, like, we're betrothed looks.
Yeah. Holy shit. It's storming out there,
What the fuck?
Go look out the window.
I'm just going to check my weather app.
Bitch.
Yeah, damn.
Damn.
Severe weather.
Okay, we're still recording. We're at 35 minutes, which isn't bad.
Yeah, we're doing good. Oh, it's scary.
It's windy out there.
I don't like thunderstorms.
Well, you're stuck with me and I love thunderstorms, so.
They scare me.
That was a good one.
We'll see.
Yeah, I love that the girls are like happy about this because they've known these boys for years.
Yeah.
So good for them.
And Jason and Luke, especially in later episodes, they're so respectful of them.
Yeah.
It's so cute.
They absolutely like defer to the women.
Yeah.
And I love that.
And it's also like their aunt and nephews? I wanted to draw a tree.
Family tree. Okay, so
Hold on.
Uncle.
Can I write on the back of this?
Yeah. Pen's in there.
Okay. So here's. This is literally just from us. How the fuck?
Very bottom.
Okay. Okay. Jace. Mother. Father. We're gonna say Valerion.
Okay, yeah, sure.
We're gonna say.
Do I need to draw this tree?
No.
Okay, just making sure.
Okay, so they are cousins, first of all, because of Lana and Laenor.
But also,
I spelled Damon's surname, it's fine.
yeah.
I spelled a lot of these
But
wrong.
what is Damon's child to his niece's child?
That would have been like first or aunt or first cousin, first removed or something like that. They're cousins.
They're cousins.
They're cousins.
Glad we drew that whole family tree to figure out that they're cousins. As they call each other cousin.
Fuck.
Yep. Family terms are quite questionable, to be fair. So, what's my next note? Oh. It is Aemond and his... Her children are bastards! And she is a whore.
And slash. That was satisfying.
My notes are, in quotations, say it.
And then he went,
Yeah, he whispered that shit.
yeah, he did.
And
He
then-
wanted to slice him in half.
Yeah. And then...
Damon, by the way. Damon wanted to slice him in half.
Yeah. And then he can keep his tongue.
Yeah, that was good.
Love that.
That was good. That was good.
This is also the start of Aemond's crush on Damon. Because the look...
It's so true, though. It's so true, though.
Because it cuts to his face and he's like...
Oh my god. Oh my god, it's so
He's
funny.
low-key horny in that scene.
That's so fucking funny.
The next note I have is starting at the dinner scene, and
Okay.
I laughed out loud at Damon during the prayer because Alicent's like, and we pray for Sir Vaemond, may he, whatever. He's like, sure.
Yeah, Alicent was very snarky with that. And then, of course, Viserys, again, being a Libra, was like, I just want one dinner with my family. They're all in one place. And I just want us to be happy. And
For one dinner.
For one dinner. And you know what? He got that.
He did. Because I genuinely believe that Rhaenyra and Alicent could have mended their relationship from here if Viserys stayed alive. Or if he didn't think later on that he was talking to Rhaenyra about the prophecy.
Completely agree. I completely agree. I said, we'll get there.
But when they started doing their toast to each other, I think they were so genuine.
No, they both were very genuine, especially after seeing, and I think it did have a lot to do with Viserys looking pitiful, and they both
Corpse-like.
love him. Yeah, literally. They both love him very much, and so he gave this whole speech on like, can we please just get along? Like, these are the people I love the most, and y'all are fighting, and I hate it. Libra.
Yeah.
He is the, what's it?
Token?
Mediator.
No. I was going to say the token Libra of the family.
He
but
definitely is the token Libra, but he tries to make peace with everyone. He's the mediator. And so they both say sorry and say good things about each other. I truly think they mean it. And it was going really well until he got real sick and had to leave. And I said...
after that, they were like...
No, it immediately went bad.
I mean, it immediately went bad with everybody else.
Well, everyone else, yes.
But after the dinner, Alicent was like, you should stay.
Yeah.
And Rhaenyra's like, let me take the kids back home and I'll come
back. And that was so much fun. That was so sweet. I loved it.
It was so sweet.
I wish it would stay like that.
But alas.
But alas. I said, at least Viserys got to see them all happy and getting along before he died.
Yeah.
For the second that it lasted. What?
My last blank as a twat is the same as this one, is Aegon being a twat.
Aegon's such a twat.
Because he's like talking shit to Jace about finally having a wife, finally bedding a woman. Shut up.
He is annoying. And also just like, don't talk about my woman in front of her, which is so cute.
I love that. But also, shut the fuck up, Aegon.
And then when they kind of had their standoff, Aemond like does the hand slap. It's the fucking TikTok edit.
I have more before the table thing.
Damn it.
I'm so sorry. We hear for the first time Helena's prophecy of beware the beast beneath the boards, which is cute. Otto, while Helena's up dancing, is doing his happy little grandpa clap.
That was really cute.
He's so happy, and I think that's probably improv.
You think?
Because Olivia Cook in that scene is like cackling.
Yes.
He's doing his little happy golf clap, and she's cackling beside him.
I like the little montage scenes before it went all to shit. It was really cute for a second.
And then they bring the pig out.
Oh! Well, okay, no. First, what happens... Okay, I see what you're saying. Before the pig, Jace is trying to... Aegon is trying to fight with Jace.
Yeah.
And then...
He's talking mad shit.
He's talking mad shit. They both try to like fight, and then Aemond just stands up, and that's all he does, and they kind of back off a little bit. I was like, what's that about? Do you know what I'm talking about?
What's that? I thought it was... No,
he stands up twice. No, he stands up twice. We're watching it right now.
Okay, because I thought...
Because I want you to see it. No, I want you to see it.
He did the hand slap before he did the toast.
He did.
Yeah.
But the hand slap is then, but he stands up before then and like kind of diffuses a fight. I think this is actually still when Viserys is here.
Okay, I need to see this. Even though I watched it like yesterday. Go?
I am literally not even that attracted to Aemond. It's just when he is brooding.
Authoritative.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's been authoritative.
This is 8.
I love it.
Is this 8?
Yes. And then Jace makes his toast, and then they sit down, and then they have their little dancey. Okay.
Yeah. So what
he does?
So yeah, what is that about?
That's I'll beat both y'all asses if you don't sit the fuck down.
He's trying to be Daemon.
He's trying to be Daemon, and he's trying to I drill myself again. And he's trying to impress his mommy.
True.
He's like, Mama got this.
He wants to be kingly and show that he's a better king than Aegon in front of Viserys.
Also, he is, but we'll talk about that later. My next note is about the pig.
Okay.
The pig being brought in.
Yep.
And sat in front of Aemond.
Yep. And
Luke being a twat. And
cackling
from across the table. And my next note is Aemond being a hot twat.
Who?
Aemond.
Yeah. It's the table slam. It's the table slam, and that's where the TikTok edit came from, and it's really good. And then he is real bitchy.
He's real bitchy. My handsome, strong nephews.
No, I got it. Hold on, I got it.
Fuck up, Aemond.
He says, each of them handsome, wise, strong.
Quit being a bitch, Aemond.
So good. And then they fight. And he's like, what? You don't think you're strong? You're two strong boys. Alluding to the fact that they're from Harwin Strong's lineage.
I hate it here.
It's so good.
He was, however, real hot in that moment. During this fight scene, though, if you look in the background, you can see Rhaena holding Bela back.
Yeah.
Because Bela's about to fight.
I did see that.
She was like, I will throw hands on this motherfucker.
And then Damon comes in and just kind of looks at Aemond, and Aemond's like, okay. He tries to stand up a little bit, and he's like, nah, you're right.
Okay.
You're superior. And then...
He's so fucking serious right now.
And then... oh my god.
How long are you gonna sit there?
He's shaking.
Yeah, you're trembling, buddy.
And then Alicent and Rhaenyra, even though their kids are fighting, they're like, oh, kids these days, you know? I'll take them back home and then I'll come back and we can spend some quality time together in Viserys' final days. And they're like, we would love that. They both are so happy with each other.
I'd also like to point out that Otto looks super confused that Alicent was like genuinely meaning what she was talking about and went up to Rhaenyra after the fight. Like, Alicent stands up to walk to Rhaenyra and he's like, what? Like, you meant that? What?
You little bitch. You little bitch. I said, they need to stop going back to Dragonstone, like I alluded to before. They just need to stop doing it. It's not a good idea.
It's not, no. But also, thank God she didn't fly back, like, immediately. Because, like, if she had just taken them home and then flew back right after, she would have been by herself in King's Landing when that shit happened.
Fair.
So, you know, at least there's that.
That's fair.
And then we see the Queen's handmaid, Talia, reporting to Massaria and her network of spies.
Yes, okay. I know what you're talking about.
And my last two notes are that I hate the miscommunication trope.
Yep.
And Viserys dies, frowny face.
Yeah, I said, God damn it, Viserys, open your eyes and see it's Alicent. Not very MVP worthy, actually.
Yeah, that's
kind of fucks everything up. Kind of fucks everything up. But yeah, he thinks he's talking to Rhaenyra and says basically Aegon, which is also Rhaenyra's kid, is gonna rule the Seven Kingdoms. And Alicent takes this and fucking runs with it in the next couple episodes.
And it's not even that Aegon is gonna rule. He says something like, Aegon, his dream, the prince that was promised, will unite the kingdoms against the threat to come.
Yeah.
Which, you know, not knowing what he's talking about can very easily be misconstrued.
Yeah.
I get where she's coming from. Like, he's saying Prince Aegon is the prince that will unite the realm.
Mm-hmm.
Duh, you're gonna think your son if you don't know what he's talking about.
Yeah.
But bro, this was so painful to watch knowing what he was talking about and she didn't.
Yeah. And it affects the rest of the series.
Yeah. She was very, in the book, ambitious. Like, as soon as Viserys died, she's like, alright, my son's on the throne, kill everybody. Like, she's very blunt, cut, and dry. That her son is going to be king, we're going to kill any oppression to the throne. Like, that's it. And it's very different.
Yeah.
She's very, much more nuanced.
I like it.
In the show.
I like it. And then as Viserys is dying, he says, my love.
My love.
Which is
he's
so
reaching
cute.
out.
Yeah, he's reaching out. And also, he's alone. Like, as soon as Alicent was like, heard that Aegon wants to be on the throne, she left. She's like, that's all I want to hear, even though obviously he was dying. And then he dies.
I mean, was he obviously dying or was he in a lot of pain like he's been for 6 years?
I think he's obviously dying. He was agonal breathing.
We know what's happening.
Fair.
She doesn't.
I just think she couldn't look past what he had just said and start planning for that. because of how ambitious and blah blah blah. She kind of cared more about the succession than her husband, but whatever. Even though I do think she cares about her husband. Not saying that. I think she more cared about the succession and the rule.
When she gets the news that Viserys died, she's like, what? She's in bed and she's like, what? And she's like crying.
Yeah, she does care. I know she does care.
And I don't think she expected him to die right then and there. Mm-hmm. Like, she expected to be able to have a conversation with him about it the next day. Like, are you sure that you want the succession to move to Aegon? And he could have been like, what are you talking about? No. And she'd be like, the conversation we had last night. And he'd be like, what are you talking about? No, it's Rhaenyra. But they didn't get to have that conversation. She went to bed thinking, you know, she gave him his drugs. He's going to go to sleep. We'll talk tomorrow.
Fair.
And then she's woken up in the dead of morning like, what the fuck do you mean my husband's dead?
That is very fair. That is very fair.
Like, he just said this groundbreaking shit to me.
Yeah.
And now you're telling me he's dead? What?
Very inconvenient, Viserys.
Very inconvenient timing, bro.
Okay.
Go ahead with your MVP.
My MVP, you want to say it together? Because I feel like you get the same one.
Is it Viserys?
Yes! He's a boss-ass bitch in this episode. He said, he said, oh, Rhaenyra's back? Oh, she needs my help? I'm dying, but I'll still help you.
I'm literally a corpse, but I'm about to crawl up those steps. Speaking of crawling up those steps, this was my little behind-the-scenes fun fact, was that the crown falling and Daemon picking it up was improv.
Oh, I love that.
Like, that wasn't scripted for it to fall off. It just did. And Matt Smith walked up and picked it up and put it on his head, and they just kept it.
That is very cute, because I think that was such a loving scene.
It was.
Loved it. Anything else about Viserys?
No.
He almost did get point stalked because of the final scene where he fucked up the prophecy and told Alicent.
But he was also drugged out of his mind.
Yeah, whatever.
I won't fault him for it too bad.
Whatever.
I'll blame him for a lot of shit in earlier episodes.
Yeah, fair.
When he was in his right mind.
Fair.
But.
Okay, what's your favorite quote?
It's two that are in the same scene.
Okay.
You already know what it is.
Okay.
It's, say it, and he can keep his tongue.
Love that.
It was just, he could keep his tongue, and then I was thinking about the scene, and I was like, say it.
He really wants him to say it.
That was what? Because it's just between the two of them.
Yeah.
And he's like whispering directly to Vaemon, like they're making eye contact.
Mm-hmm.
Say it. Okay.
Do you want to guess my favorite quote?
Oh.
I said it.
Listen, we're several drinks in.
Okay. You don't have to guess it.
I don't remember.
Okay. My favorite quote is, my love. She's like, I think it's so cute.
It is cute.
Also, like, none of the other ones really stuck out at me.
Not he can keep his tongue?
I think it was funny.
My love is a good one.
Yeah.
To be fair. What's your favorite scene? I think we have the same one.
My favorite scene is the dinner scene.
Same.
Yeah.
The whole sequence.
It's so good. That dysfunctional family scenes, so fun to me.
Yeah.
Especially like all these like dysfunctional family like TV shows like Modern Family, shit like that. I just love.
Yeah, that's so fair. It's so fun, and you get to see like different relationships happening, and then they all go their separate ways.
Yep.
And then they don't do that shit again.
Yes, very fun, very fun.
Very fun.
Any other book things?
Let's see, what do I have? Again, the timeline's just kind of screwy. Like, after the dinner, Viserys lives for a couple more years.
Whoa!
Yeah, they have, like, their little family dinner after the succession crisis, quote-unquote crisis. Viserys lives for a couple more years, and then he dies. And we'll get into the rest of it in 9 and 10. Okay. So.
Alright, I just got two quick TV things. The model in Viserys' room was made by 3D printers, like the model of old Valyria that he spent apparently his whole life doing. It was actually made by 3D printers. They said it took 2 months of 3D printers going 24/7 for all of it to be printed.
I believe that.
That's crazy.
That's a
So
huge
crazy.
model.
They said it was like 8 meters, which I kind of. That's like, what's 8 times 3?
I don't know. 18? No. 24. 24.
24. It was 24 feet long.
Cut the bad math.
Cut that fucking shit out. Also, when, what's his name? Corlys' brother? Aemond. When Aemond got cut in half, they made a whole body double of him. And if you look at pictures of the top of the head cut and only his tongue right here, it's fucking freaky. Like, please look up a picture of it. It was so freaky in the behind the scenes. And honestly, it looks so realistic and they did a good job. And that's pretty much all my TV things.
I do, actually. I have a couple of notes on my phone, but my phone's recording, so I'll have to stop and look at them before we pick back up. But one of them that I remember is that Talia is Miguel Sapochnik's wife in real life.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
That's fun.
That's crazy.
That's fun.
I found that on You Rockstars. Thanks, Eric Boss.
We know you're watching.
We're not going to do a bye because we're coming right back.
No.
We're just doing a pause. So give us a minute to
We'll go pee.
grab refreshments and we'll be right back.